Coming up on At Your Leisure.
I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Ria Rossi Booth, and we are counting down the AYL 2022 hits.
And the hits are going to just keep on coming as we take a look at some of the moments that weren't ever meant for TV, with the best outtakes and bloopers that were caught on camera this year.
Finally, we're wrapping up the New Year's celebrations by highlighting the best destinations and the best events we visited this year with a recap of the AYL crew's top voted stories and adventures from this year's vault. It's a Happy New Year's with the AYL family.
Well, I'll tell you what, a winter hike is just a lot of fun, but not nearly as much fun as wrapping up a year of AYL.
Oh, it's been an adventure.
It has. Welcome to AYL, everybody. At Your Leisure, I'm Chad Booth.
I'm Ria Rossi Booth.
And we are taking the Cottonwood Canyon trail system out for a little hike today, but it's not it's not our activity that makes today's show so special. It's capping the best and funniest moments of our year.
Yeah, let's go check out Flaming Gorge.
Yep, Flaming Gorge, or maybe later on a little of the low notes, things that were never meant for TV. But we've done some exciting rides, especially because we've put Kurt Miles on the team, and he's taken us to exciting places, but he never made it out on the lake with us.
I know, we'll see him just doing some endos.
So we are on the Devil Cauldron Trail down in Sand Hollow, Utah. This is a really hard trail. It's really fun. We decided to come run this trail. We got a bunch of seasoned veterans with us and a few guys that have never been out here before, all good drivers. This is a trail that requires a little bit of attention. It's super fun, and it's pretty easy to have mishaps on it.
I like the vertical cliff walls and the fact that it's very confined and small. Some people like the wide open flat, so it all depends on your definition of beauty.
Started out in Santaquin. We all met up. We have a group of 36 today. We headed down to Mona and went to the Mona gravel pit where we cut off the road and went to the Mona Pole dirt road, is where we are now.
Green River Dirt Bike Rally. They had me come out and do some free lessons. I do a lot of teaching, and I said, yeah, let's set up a great course. It's free to anybody that wants to come and learn some skills on a motorcycle.
We are Dig Paddle Sports inside of Quail Creek State Park in Hurricane, Utah. This area, it doesn't get as crowded as you think, and so we have a lot of paddleboarders and a lot of kayaking, and so you can rent kayaks and paddleboards from us and enjoy this beautiful lake.
Well, we certainly had a lot of fun highlights, but we had to pick one to recap for you. So we kind of did it like Twitter. We put a poll up there and invited everybody, the staff, to vote. And this is the one we came up with.
Yeah, this is Brett Pennyfather, one of our field producers. This was his favorite piece, and we're going to show you right now.
Climb to the Stars.
For everybody lucky enough to live along the Wasatch Front, there's instant access to hiking, fishing, mountain biking, off-roading, paragliding, and more. And that's not even counting the wintertime fun. Despite this amazing bounty of outdoor activities, in decades past, it became a mecca for sport climbing.
We're here in American Fork Canyon, and this area was kind of a real hotbed in the 80s when sport climbing hit the US by way of Europe. Some of the best climbers in the world would come here to kind of test their mettle what was some of the hardest routes in the world at that time. What we're climbing today is a far cry from that, but rock climbing always attracted me because it kind of necessitates that you have to focus really intensely on what you're doing, and that blocks out a lot of the other background noise that you kind of just have in your day-to-day. So, you know, when you're on the rock, you're so focused, you're very present, and I think it's a lot of fun, and it always seems to be in really beautiful places. Plus, it's just fun doing something a little scary just kind of makes you feel alive too. Yeah, it's fun.
The limestone crags of American Fork Canyon present perfect opportunities for climbers. With over 800 routes, there's something for all skill levels.
It's both a mental exercise and a physical exercise, I think. It keeps you really engaged, and it's just something we get to do together, and I have a dance background, so I think that body awareness and like just how you move in space like translates to rock climbing, so it's just been a fun thing to kind of pick up, and the fact that it's physical activity, you're in the outdoors.
Yeah, it's fun for us as a couple because of the dynamic of, you know, belaying each other. Trust, and it's a good way to stay healthy, and we have so much good rock climbing that's so close on the Wasatch Front. It's just crazy how much quality rock climbing there is within half hour, you know, so we like to try and take advantage of that.
And not just the accessibility of the short drive, but there's a 5-minute, you know, hike in, so that helps too.
All of this access has been painstakingly fought for by different climber alliances and you know, local climber organizations. So much volunteer work goes into maintaining these routes. So it's pretty special, the amount of time and money and effort that goes into maintaining the trails, replacing anchors, making sure things are safe is pretty remarkable. So that's one of the big draws, is that you can come out here and climb in a place this scenic and have it be very safe. That's a huge draw. And this canyon in particular is just so cozy and scenic. So it's nice to just spend time here even if you weren't climbing.
Like any outdoor activity, there is inherent risk involved. But if you learn good habits from the beginning and take safety seriously, there's nothing that can hold you back.
There's a ton of know-how and technical knowledge to be able to do this safely. You know, in the modern age of climbing, with these gyms that we have on the Wasatch Front, I mean, we have some of the best gyms anywhere on Earth, and they provide professional classes and teaching. So it's really easy to do that in a safe environment in the city. These days, it's a lot easier to get into the sport.
I'm really excited that it's something I can do for a long time. You see people that are like in their 60s or, you know, even older just crushing it. So it's pretty cool that it's something that, you know, young and old can do as well. It's something that we look forward to doing, you know, together for a long time.
For this week's Where To, I'm Will Oxley.
Sometimes to recharge, you need to unplug. In Tikaboo, Utah, you'll find a landscape that will give you more energy than you ever thought possible. Escape the heat in the Henry Mountains, where history, off-road adventure, and bison herds meet. It's time to unplug and recharge. Tikaboo, Utah.
At Your Leisure has a long-standing reputation and a large, loyal audience of adventurers in the outdoors. Although we're excited to continue to grow and enjoy the shared success of our longtime sponsors, we have space for more. And if you have a brand that would benefit from the 2 decades of goodwill that we've built, contact us at ayltv.com and let us amplify your voice above the competition.
Unexplored. Does it mean riding the same trails as everyone else?
fishing the same lakes? Stopping at the same views? No. Unexplored is so much more. To find it, you need to get off the beaten path. In the northeast corner of Utah, you and your family can still find a land that's unexplored. The shores of Flaming Gorge are only the beginning of a family adventure in Daggett County. Daggett County, Utah. It's what you find at the end of your adventure.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. Chad and I are just taking a short little jaunt around Salt Lake, the trails here.
You know, there are a lot of hiking trails in Salt Lake that people don't realize that are actually pretty cool.
Very, very beautiful.
This one happens to be over in Cottonwood Heights, and it's a fun trail to walk on.
It is. So what are we doing next?
Okay, so, you know, there are certain things that we film that are never meant for TV. We don't start out thinking that way. It just kind of happens that way. And so we just don't air them except once, which is on the New Year show.
A little bloopers.
The next week, let's try it one more time. Mexican hat.
It's National Public Use Lands Day. What? National Public Use Lands Day. Okay, all right. Hey, we'll take it. You know what? Are you kidding me?
Well, let's get a little excitement going here. There we go. There we go. All right.
It's like spring break,
It is. Spring break off-road style.
ATVers gone wild.
What are you doing, bro?
They don't see me in here, right?
Not yet.
There is something about having AC.
I need you to man up. People are watching us right now. Get out.
Your thing is busted.
Yeah, I know.
So where's this is...
That's the handle.
Yeah, isn't this great? This is great.
It's just missing a screw.
Roll down the window, okay. Yeah. This is...
If you were a World War I fighter pilot, this would be exactly how you would do everything.
You know what? It's a good thing I grew up on a farm, because any other woman would be like, fix it!
Pull it up again. Okay, now tell me, that isn't what I think it is it?
It was scary back there, but no, that's not what you think it is.
Hey, let's go over your line again.
Go out?
The cue is, remember, there's adventure around every bend.
I know.
Just get out.
And create your own adventure.
There you go.
I know it, but when I'm like good at the camera, it's like...
And the second little piggy came across a man who had a bundle of sticks. And he bought the bundle of sticks. And he made his house.
This is not sticks. This is like railroad ties.
Let me just kind of think about it, yeah.
Today we're going to talk about unicorns and butterflies.
I
love butterflies.
So any of you that say something like at your leisure or at your pleasure or whatever, you know, we'll know it's you.
You know, you may not be aware of it at this moment, but we just added to the 2023 blooper reel here just today. We've been to a lot of special events and met some really interesting people along the way. What was your favorite?
Oh, I thought that special, That's right. We'll be back in just a minute with more of our 2022 recap.
At Stedman's Recreation, trucks are arriving daily with back-ordered side-by-sides, ATVs, and dirt bikes. Let Stedman's Recreation help get you outside so you can explore and create memories to last a lifetime. Call or stop by Stedman's to hold your side-by-side, ATV, or dirt bike with a small deposit. Yamaha, Honda, Polaris, and Beta. Plus, Stedman's has a full service department and Honda power equipment.
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. You may think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
The first thing you notice is the colors. Blue sky contrasting against red horizon. Blanding, Utah. The world goes on forever out here. There's nothing stopping you. In Blanding, you can ride right from downtown on Recapture Rim Trail, discovering the heritage of the West without limits or boundaries. Don't be held back. Join us in a land of true freedom. Blanding, more to be explored.
When you're ready for adventure, fuel your machine with Clear 91. Fuel for performance, fuel for adventure, and fuel for the long haul. Ethanol-free, 91 octane. Fill up with Clear 91. Only available at Eagles Landing. With you for the long haul.
There are a lot of small towns in Utah, and there are a lot of ATV trails, but there aren't very many that offer riding like this. Here in Hanksville, we're the home of Factory Butte. Pure adrenaline mixed with the grandeur of the West. Plus, with plenty of hotels and restaurants, you can stay and explore for days without ever needing a trailer. Hanksville, Utah, your base camp for thrills.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are counting down the hits of 2022.
Oh, and they just keep coming. They're awesome.
That's true. Of all the places and events we've gone to, what's been your favorite?
Well, ones that stands out, they're all my favorite. They really are. But Red, White, and Road was really beautiful. That was so much fun.
Special this year because we got to take our computer guy safe.
Yep.
Now, my favorite was, of course, the Bear Lake Monster Winterfest when she jumped in the ice cold water. And then since has said, yeah, I'll do it again. No, I'm never doing it again. Yeah, I could do it again. No, I'm never doing it again.
Never again. Never.
That's today,
It was
Ria.
fun, though.
This is an 82 Chevy pickup.
Okay.
This started life, actually, when it came into my life, it was a mud truck. It was a great big giant mud truck for playing at the county fair in the mud.
Cardboard boat regatta, which is just an awesome event. People build cardboard boats. We have a few fun prizes, like the first to finish, but I think the funnest one's always our Titanic, the first one to sink.
I was very fortunate to grow up in a family that was very passionate about kayaking and spending as much time on the water as we could. Coming from South Africa, we had no shortage of wonderful whitewater really close to home.
Because the Elks is a charitable organization, and this keeps our Elks alive. We give lots of money to the community, to the schools, and to our veterans, and that's where we spend our money, through the Elks Association.
Just being able to all be on bikes and to be able to joke and laugh together. And I started riding on the back of my grandpa's bike, riding on the back of my dad's bike, and then finally to the point where I could ride my own bikes. And it's just one of those things that we look forward to every year.
You don't even get nothing like this. The views, my goodness, this is private. This is just me up here hunting. So this is, I've never hunted on private land before. It's my second time elk hunting. It's insane. You don't get anything like it.
Wow, those were some amazing highlights. We are so blessed to have the most amazing sponsors and fans and just...
a blessed life.
Truly.
Well, you know, like the game show where they say the survey says, well, we surveyed the team again, and this ended up being our favorite story of unusual places to go. It was open track day at UMC.
Utah has the best OHV trails to explore in the country. But sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you just need to open up your machine and see what it can really do. That's why Utah Motorsports Campus outside of Tooele has started opening up their short course off-road track to the public.
As soon as I saw it opened up, we knew we had to get out here and try it out. There's not really much like this in Utah, at least, other than like dunes to, really open up your machine. There's not a whole lot of stuff. There's a lot of trail riding here in Utah, but short course stuff, not so much. And UMC, has this nice short course track that they've ran, national series on of Pro 4s and stuff. So it's gonna be a pretty cool opportunity to take this little guy on and see what she's made of.
We started working on this track when it was first built. So we helped move grandstands around, we helped promote the big races. We actually ran Pro 4 and all of the first races that were up here. We had a great run at short course. So this is the first time anybody's done anything out here in the off-road track for 6-7 years. So we're here to put some laps on the truck and have some fun, rekindle some old fire, but having a good time.
What we have done is we've activated the Lucas off-road short course track, and we have set it up to run UTVs and rallycross vehicles today, basically allowing every man to come out and enjoy the short course with any vehicle that's capable of running in the dirt.
During off-road track days, every skill level is represented and encouraged to take part, from beginner to intermediate, all the way to the professional level.
We're testing out this 900 horsepower Pro 2 off-road truck, and we're getting ready to go race it next weekend, but I was able to get a few laps in so far. We had a few issues, had a small little engine fire, but we think we got it fixed up and good to go. But we're really out here having fun, enjoying the nice weather, and yeah, we're just trying to put down some laps and get some testing in.
We have a very well-trained safety crew, fire safety, and our medical crew. Our track staff is top-notch, amongst the best in the country. Everybody is just outstanding. We've got a guy up top who looks out and watches over the whole track. We've got a guy at the start-finish line, and we've got some guys in some of the more typical corners for action where people will stuff it in or stall it out or something like that.
So you got a lot of side-by-sides that, I think everybody gets in one of these. I can be a race car driver. Well, here's a kind of a place to go out and really see if you can. You get a chance to do some things you probably wouldn't do out on the trail. I think it's a good training facility.
It's kind of nice to have a safe environment that we can take it out on with a prep track and really see what it can do out there.
The real value is just so that people have a place to come and do it. What if there was a world full of boxers that had no boxing rings? So I like to go ahead and offer drivers a place to go, a safe haven to come. That way you're not on an uncontrolled trail or you're not doing something silly in the streets. You can come out to UMC, get a helmet, get some arm straps, get your confidence out, and come on out. Utah Motorsports Campus, you could find us on the internet. You could register for this at motorsportreg.com, or you could find at our main page, and that will also guide you on to how to register for this event. We're planning on making this monthly through the winter and then into the spring next year. If you've got a side-by-side, come on out. If you've got a rallycross vehicle, come on out. If you got a Subaru WRX, this track's got your name on it. We allow anybody to come out here.
For this week's Along the Way, I'm Brett Pennyfather.
Places like the San Rafael Swell are famous for a reason. Endless riding opportunities, history that reaches back millennia, sites you never knew existed. All it needs is one central location where you can easily visit it all. That place is Farron, Utah. Sleep comfortably, dine in, and ride directly from your hotel or campsite. Experience the San Rafael Swell. Experience Farron.
Wondering where your next OHV adventure will take you? Outsiders Utah has your answer with downloadable GPS routes, ride times, distance, local amenities, and other details. 360 street views of the trails that let you explore before you go, and more. Eliminate the guesswork and uncertainty and find a trail you'll love. Visit outsidersutah.com and see the trail before you ride the trail.
What would your perfect day in Green River look like? You'd probably start with a few good friends and a hearty breakfast. From there, you'd hit the trails along the Green River and find things you never expected. Your OHVs would take you to places both striking and serene. You'd end at Ray's for a burger and good conversation, letting the memories grow long into the night. Green River, Utah. Ride your perfect today.
What does the modern explorer look like? Do they head out before dawn and ride until dusk? Do they find what's never been found? Here in Wayne County, you are the modern explorer. Climb in your machine and set out on the Great Western Trail. Wayne County, Utah. Find what's never been found.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. I got a triple dog dare going with this guy. I dare you. Put your tongue on there and see what happens. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Don't do it, Chad. No. I hope you guys have seen Christmas Story because this is where it came from.
That pole tasted pretty good.
Did you put your tongue on that?
I really did. It's a wet spot.
Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with him?
Okay, let's check out next week's show.
Next week, Brianne and Jared Johnson are getting the family out to the White Pine Nordic Center in Park City as they have a fun-filled day on the mountain on a cross-country skiing adventure.
Then, Scott Huntsman is taking the Jeeps back to Moab, but this time he's putting an emphasis on education as he's sharing all of the Jeeping basics to help you get your ride through the terrain unscathed.
Last but not least, Reese Stein is joining Eric McGill, a.k.a. Bird Dude, as he takes his pal Dylan for a hawking adventure and a little show and tell to the local community and scout meetings. Now let's take a look at our calendar of events.
First up, the Winter 4x4 Jamboree is coming up quick. It's January 18th through the 21st in Hurricane. So get it on your calendar and come enjoy all the fun.
Plus, don't forget the sleigh rides are still taking place at Hardware Ranch now through the 12th of February, so be sure to get out there with your family and friends and enjoy the wildlife viewing opportunities. Another great thing about this trail is it ends right here at Coffee and Cocoa, and it's wonderfully...
That's true. You make your way down from the Bonneville shoreline through Cottonwood Heights, and you go right by the shopping center, and here it is just calling you, and there's nothing like a hot cocoa after a long hike.
Yeah, it's cozy, it's comfy, it's a really cute place.
I like to dip my toes in it, actually. They're a little cold.
Are they cold?
A little bit.
All right.
Anyway, we have some really great things planned for 2023. So stay tuned, keep with us, follow us if you're not following us, because things are going to look really different.
They are, in a good way.
In a really, really, really good way. So just remember, as we go into the new year,
there's adventure around every bend.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure.
At your leisure. Happy New Year. 2023.
Can we toast chocolate?
We just did.
All right.